You just had no clue how many superstitions and how many illusions you partnered yourself with. You had no idea. You stopped keeping up. You lost track. To be honest, you never were counting, because some of these illusions you partnered with when you was a little boy, a little girl. I mean, and that's why they're so comical. That's why they're so rejected when you try to get another adult to see the sincerity in them. When you partner yourself with them so much that you grow fearful and stagnant and become paralyzed in your physical experience, figuratively, to the point that you're not doing the simple things that everybody, even yourself, knows that you should be doing so that you can move forward in what you in the escape of what you say you don't want for yourself. And that's why oftentimes mature adults have the sarcastic, cynical, dismissive responses to your illusionary, childish, immature, imaginary issues that you long to be saved from by people who are actually daily applying themselves to walking and talking in tune with truth, genuinely on a inward discovery for what is best for themselves, following none other than the inner teacher, the inner master, the inner rabbi, who we are called to be soul students of. We have buried contradiction after contradiction. Your mother taught you things that do not translate into universal truth and the presentation of love and peace. You've partnered with contradiction after contradiction because you blindly have followed your belief system, thinking that it knew the way to the path of happiness and peace. You have longed for abundance, but you won't stop pretending that you know where you're going. You won't stop pretending that you know how to produce what it is you're looking for. You won't submit your way for the higher way. You won't stop rejecting everything that does not align with what you think you know. Like, just chill. Check your results. If your relationships are crumbling left and right, please don't go out and tell other people what to do with their relationship before you turn inward and see what it is in you that's causing you to sabotage all of your partnerships. If your pockets ain't right, please don't jump on the internet and tell other people that they need to be motivated to get money. Please start with that beam in your eye before you start messing with the speck in the person. Listen, if it's a beam in your eye, you can't even see the speck in their eye no way, so you're only imagining that you see something across the room. Remember, these are our reflections, so if there's a beam in my eye, it's a beam in their eye. So whatever speck I think I see is only a figment of my imagination that I've been living by. Why do you partner yourself with the things that you form allegiances with? And don't act like you don't have a host of allegiances. You have physical allegiances, you have spiritual allegiances, you have emotional allegiances. Understand, the one that you've been committed the most to is the one that you have submitted yourself to, which is the ego. The ego has told you that you are experiencing certain reactions, certain feelings. What is it that you've been looking for all of your life besides somebody to save you from the misery that you have made all by yourself, for yourself? What is it that you have submitted your ways to the rules and regulations of religious systems for, other than the concept of one having paid your debt so that you don't have to pay it? And my goodness, if I gotta pay it with my blood, I'm definitely looking for a savior. But have you ever noticed that all of your fears are tied to your main fear, which is the fear of death, the fear of separation? The fear of the experience of all the illusions that you have told yourself are real that don't even truly exist. But you have given your power and attention to, causing them to harden into what seems to be facts for you. Other people can't see it. When you try to talk to them about it, they think that you're losing your mind. You think that you're losing your mind because they can't see something that is so evidently present to you. But this is all because you have been telling yourself that things that are not true are true to the point that you imagine that they are. And you do all of this because you don't understand the power of you. You don't understand how mighty you are when you get a desire on the tip of your head. When you start saying words off the tip of your tongue. When you start harboring feelings on the inside of yourself. This mixes for a blind recipe for many disasters that we can't even explain. Because all of this takes process underneath our consciousness as we live totally distracted, thinking that what we see is what is of importance, when what we see is all based in this inner conversation, this inner dialogue that is taking place on the inside of us, that we are totally absent-minded to, have totally neglected. You better start eavesdropping. Stop eavesdropping on them people that you think talking about you, and start eavesdropping on what's going on in that conversation on the inside of yourself, so that you can be prepared for what's coming in the physical, or you can even explain factually and truthfully what it is that you're experiencing and why. And understand, many people avoid this because as you do this, there's going to be a moment where you realize when you used to blame other people, when you used to see others as being the cause of the issue, you now always